Go in the comments section. I need to update the studio settings. For some reason, I'm not getting the sound here, though.
It was really dirty.
My parents do it every day.
We're up and running.
Hey, kiddo!
Do it every day with the Unlimited Club only
on.
at Jack's
Stop
Car Wash.
streaming.
Protect
Stop.
$99 a month.
Their first ball. Their first uniform. Their first number. Their first teammate. Their first goal. Their first coach. We take great care in making sure their first isn't their last. We're so much more than a soccer class. Come play with us today at kickstarttoddlersoccer.com.
In life,
first
things
uniform.
aren't scripted.
If you're an athlete, we need people like you and translate those skills to officiating.
You can get a lot out of it.
It happens in every town, in every game.
We never have a perfect game, but the rewards always outweigh the negativities.
Granite City Food and Brewery has 2 Michigan locations in Troy and Northville. Serves made-from-scratch food, brews in-house beer, and even has brunch every Sunday from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. To learn more about their daily specials or to book a private party, visit gcfb.com. Make sure you head over to Granite City in Northville at the corner of 7 Mile and Haggerty, or the Troy location at 16 Mile and I-75.
I watch soccer on the Michigan Soccer Network.
I watch soccer on Michigan Soccer Network.
لا تنسون تتابعونا على Michigan Soccer Network.
I watch soccer on Michigan Soccer Network.
I like to watch soccer on Michigan Soccer Network.
I watch soccer on Michigan Soccer Network.
Me gusta mirar fútbol en Michigan Soccer Network.
I watch soccer on Michigan Soccer Network.
I love watching soccer on the Michigan Soccer Network.
Well, welcome back here into Anchor Bay High School. We're here at the half. We're hoping that we figured out some of the audio issues that we were having. A whole new stream, so we do apologize for that, but sometimes we just have to make some changes, and that's what we did. So 40 minutes to go here, 0-0, Steve, as I welcome you back in here, and hopefully now it works.
Yeah, hopefully it works, and hopefully we can enjoy 40 minutes of football just onto the pitch and enjoy this MAC Red Championship game essentially for what it is in these last 40 minutes, and that both these teams come out and show some promising attack. I'm sure adjustments will be made between the benches, and that we will have ourselves a good second half here, John.
And, man, your voice sounds good, Steve. Your voice sounds good.
I'm going to credit to me flipping my hat backwards just for good luck. But sure, restarting the computer and turning it off and on again, sometimes it does work. The old N64 method, Nintendo method works when all else fails.
Hey, we can hear Steve. In all fairness, as we're back underway here for half number 2, right before the broadcast happened, something weird happened. My computer just literally restarted
on its own.
And my guess is that's what took place and created this whole nightmare. But hopefully you can share this with everybody. It's the same, just
put it out there. I might have to share it with social media, but you can just watch it still on YouTube. It's still there, and we appreciate you tuning in here nonetheless. As we're going to see, this is Di Lorenzo. Gives that one away back to the Eagles. This is Jordan Klein. Demopoulos back to Klein. Klein puts this one inside the box, and that's cleared away. A bit of an echo there, so I apologize for that. But we're going to see another corner kick coming up here for the Eagles. I believe this is their 5th of the game.
We are back.
We are back as this ball is played in. Torella's in a crowd. Will get a punch on it. And this ball sent back. Nukas. Janae. He's been a target on those corner kicks. So Lasco plays it back. Under immediate pressure, and that's Puget.
Those are the types of plays we didn't really see too much in the first half. Not that Anchor Bay didn't pressure, but that there wasn't too many giveaways there from Ike, and not quite a giveaway there, but an opportunity there with a little bit of hesitation, and Anchor Bay is going to have to try to put a little bit more pressure on those, create those situations, and force their backs to maybe make a mistake. As too many times tonight, Anchor Bay is just having to sit in 8 or 9 behind the ball and really just forcing to defend.
Ball by Heisa just went over Churko on that far side. Another goal kick coming up. And remind everybody that, if this game ends in a tie, there's no golden goal. There's nothing. It ends. It'll end in a tie, and these two teams will be co-champions.
Yeah, and just so everyone understands why, and understand the MHSAA rules, and this is just a regular season match. It just so happens this will decide the title as these two top teams meet here in the last regular season finale. But by MHSAA rules, can't just add a shootout or overtime because a thing would be tied. John, like on the network, we had the Catholic League playoffs, which that is a special league playoff in which they can then dictate their own rules and how games will end. So just so everyone's clear and why we don't have any kind of shootout or overtime here at the end of this game tonight if it were to remain tied.
Now that will be completely different come Wednesday.
Absolutely.
When playoff time, that's a win or go home.
Whole new set of rules.
Whole new set of everything, right? So
yeah, it's especially with dealing with cancellations or weather delays and those types of things, and what the score is and how much time. All those things do change when we get to district time. So we'll go over those as we get to those games later in the week. But as for tonight, this one will be.
Look at this opportunity is
decided in 80 minutes.
Almost caught by Boardman.
Almost had our first breakthrough of the match there as Anchor Bay looking a bit more pep in their step here to start this second half.
So Heisa now dispossessed. That opportunity, by the way, was is it pronounced Puget or is it Puget?
Puget.
Puget. So I am saying that right then, right? Because we were not given the phonetics.
Good job.
I know, right? It's a J
killing
sound,
it.
Right?
I mean, to be fair, I went to school with a Puget. That's the only reason I would have had any chance to get that one. Was it the same
Puget that happened to live out on this side of town?
Probably not.
Demopoulos. Good defensive play, but now this will go out for a goal kick.
It's a lot more fun in this half, eh, John?
Well, yeah.
We're not spending our time Googling.
I know. Calling a game and Googling at the same time, right? Is
trying to fix the audio and change settings and.
Who would have thought it was just having to restart the computer?
We're back.
But we are back.
Guess who's back?
Back again.
Ooh, there's going to be a foul.
That's going to be a yellow card. So we're going to stop the clock, and once again we're going to get.
This time number 7 from Anchor Bay. That will be Francesco Di Lorenzo picking up the yellow card here just 4 minutes into the second half. Not sure about that one, John. Definitely a careless foul. Clips him in the back of the heel right there along the sideline. maybe the referee had a PI and persistent infringement in there, and maybe he's dealt with him on a couple other tackles that I don't recall. But in essence, that tackle on its own, to me, didn't warrant a yellow card. But, also the referee's got to find a way to control the match, and if he wants to eliminate those types of tackles happening in this game, that's one way to do it. I'm sure DiLorenzo will make his way back onto the pitch soon, as he's been instrumental here for Anchor Bay, as Eagles will put this back into play.
Oh, look at this. Is Pouget. This time ball as Chenet comes over. Demopoulos now has this for the Eagles on this near side. And then puts it up as Torello will come out and pick it up.
Waiting for that first breakthrough here, John. May just be the only one we get tonight with the way defensively both these teams have played. It may just take one special moment to break through and give us that ultimate winner. As tonight, you can definitely tell both goalkeepers been on top of their game, collecting balls on top of the box, eliminating opportunities, and both defenses as well been very stingent tonight in allowing opportunities in on goal.
This is Jordan Klein. Plays it out wide, and there's Lasco. This ball will find a way to Frederigo, and that'll go up and out.
Not a bad look there on a one-timer. Going to catch the goalkeeper in the defense a little bit off guard, but he's unable to make clean contact and puts it up and out for a goal kick.
Good crowd here tonight on hand. Watch this finale. Not much to do out here in Anchor Bay on a Monday night.
26-mile and county line.
So 35. Someone was saying like there's 5 exits before here or some things, but I got out here. There's a Meijer and a gas station. There was a T-Mobile shop, so I knew when there was a T-Mobile shop that we were going to have good internet.
It's always a good
When
sign.
they sell T-Mobile local like that, you know you're going to get good internet, right?
Helps. If only T-Mobile took care of the audio.
Oh my gosh! Come on, man! Now
again, it's not you, John. It
was my computer.
It was too easy of a joke to make.
That brand new Mac we just bought just didn't cut it, right? I mean,
dude, you're getting a Dell.
We normally talk about food in our broadcast. We haven't done a lot of that lately, mainly because it's been me and Rick and not Steve. But I mean, Steve, we have a full buffet here.
We've had too much soccer to talk about. To be fair, we've had quite the matchups on some of the games we've done. That I'll be honest, half the snacks I brought to the games I don't even get to eat because the games have been so entertaining and up and down, and we've had so much going on. We've had some red cards. We've had some 4, 5, 6 goal thrillers. So. To be fair, but yeah, you brought quite the spread tonight. Doritos, pistachios, cashews.
Honey roasted cashews.
Honey roasted cashews, not to mention the gummy bears and Reese's Minis.
That was Lemaire, and drops it back to Pouget. He'll pull it back. Good pull back for him. This is Max Grammons.
Does this record all night or no?
It's always on.
Yeah, but does it record?
Oh, no.
Okay.
Well, the whole stream's recording, yes. That December camera by itself. Saw Lemaire go down inside the box. That's Smith. The ball will be cleared away by Chenet.
Those that don't know, we have a small GoPro camera here in the booth, and I just didn't know if John was going to get the whole game of me standing up calling the game from this point of view. It might be actually a decent stream if you had access to it.
Yeah.
Hey, everybody.
Yeah, there you go. There's Steve.
just moving back and forth, just staying up in here. Got my cheat sheet. And
I can cut to that camera anytime you want.
Give the people what they want.
Well, there's only one person
well, that's touche, my friend. Touche.
This ball's played in. Oh, look at this, a header, and Boardman will come over, and he'll immediately throw this up. So it was a Lions pass right there, intercepted immediately. One Lions joke in for the night after that.
It's okay. They made they made jokes of themselves yesterday.
That great showing yesterday on Sunday out in New England. What a beautiful moon, though, off in that background. I don't know if you can see that. We'll have it's a beautiful moon this morning. My way was called.
It was quite the.
You were on the west side, so you saw a lot more of that than I did.
It's true. I did see it probably a little later, though.
That's fair. I got to drop my kids off every morning on the way to school, and that's Guccia. So that's a heavy touch there by Collage. Oh, that's a ball over the top and headed away by Landa. He's been very active defensively here today for Anchor Bay Tars. And now here comes Jordan Klein. Jordan Klein, well, that's a good tackle from Landa. See a Eagle player go down. Was that Heisa that went down? I believe it might have been. Is now ball over the top. And here comes Grammons. Grammons! And he'll bury it and give the Anchor Bay Tars a 1-0 lead here in the 30th minute.
I think that was number 6, Garrett Pouget.
Oh, Pouget.
I think it was Pouget with the finish. An absolutely wonderful ball in up over the top. And Pouget comes in, slots it into the back of the net, and gives the Tars a 1-0 lead here with just under 30 minutes to go in the second half.
Yeah, that was Pouget. I apologize. Pouget got that goal. Gives the Tars a 1-0 lead here. 10 minutes into this second half.
Huge goal. We talked about the breakthrough. We talked about what Anchor Bay needed to do at the half to have to make some changes. They withstood a lot of pressure in that first half from Ike, but they were able to withstand that pressure, refocus at the half, probably make some changes a little bit tactically. They've had the better of the chances here in these opening 10 minutes, and they find the breakthrough here with a great ball over the top after a great defensive play on the other end. And we talked about it all night about how, the defense on both sides have been very, very tight, and defense leads to offense here, and Anchor Bay strikes first.
So Pouget gets a touch. Look at this ball inside, and that's Torella gets a touch on it, and then it finds itself in, but offside flag will go up.
Yeah, and I believe it was offside off the second header is where I believe the AR then lifts his flag as this ball had gotten played in. And then actually it was the original ball, and the original header is when the flag went up from the assistant referee there, who looked to be dead even with that defender. So no goal there for the Eagles, but Tars will escape and start to heat up a little bit on John. We asked for some action. We got the mics working, and the boys decided to start to play.
That they did. And I just feel bad. I got that Pouget call wrong. I said Grammons. But nonetheless, that's what happens sometimes, right?
I think an advantage given there on the far sideline for Eishenhower.
It was the last go. Now we're going to see a foul called.
Free kick coming here for the Eagles.
There's that moon, by the way. Slowly starting to rise.
Nice October fall moon.
Jordan Klein will stand over this one. For the Eagles. Find themselves down 1-0 here. They've been a more dominant side here tonight. Klein will put this one in. Churchill goes up. The ball's going to bounce around. Zalas goes in there. And now the ball right to Torella. We've seen this time and time again. Teams dominating in possession, having numerous opportunities throughout the course of a match, Steve, especially during this high school season. And the team that hasn't had the opportunities, hasn't been in command of a game, coming away with a victory. We saw it a few weeks ago with Troy versus Troy Athens. Troy Athens in that matchup, again, if you talk about that game, we're outmatched for a good 70 minutes. It was 10 minutes. They scored in the first 5 minutes of that first half. They scored in the final 5 minutes to win the game. A very good team in Troy Athens, but Troy High, again, just a very dominant team. Is now here we can see again, Anchor Bay Tars trying to make their way up the field. Now Pouget, good defensive play by Klein. Oh, good tackle. It's a good tackle there by Bingham.
Still plenty of time left here for the Eagles. Just over 26 minutes to go. They've had opportunities mostly in the first half where they were dangerous in and around goal. Not really testing the goalkeeper much, but still plenty of time for them to get back in this game.
Ball played to Pouget. Just scored a goal here a few moments ago. He'll continue with it at his feet. Puget was just taken down. Ball looked to go over the top. Polanski. That one cleared away. Yeah, we can talk about this. Is one of the things I talk about with Jimmy Chatura all the time, and this is for many years now. And Jimmy Chatura, the head coach of Troy High, currently sitting ranked number 1 in the state. They're playing Oak Park here on Wednesday. You know, is that, again, it doesn't matter how long you've had the ball for, it's what you do with it, right? And we saw in that Troy Athens game, we saw shots hitting off the crossbar, off the post. I mean, the final opportunity to match was a ball off the post that just missed an oncoming, I believe, Kuzmano or Palomino for Troy High. You know, again, right now, and you're seeing this, you're seeing the Eagles actually kind of taking more of a step back and allowing the Tars to come to them more. Is something we didn't see in the first half. All played in Lemaire. This is Bingham. He was looking on this near side. But Bingham has it still. Heisa there to defend for the Eagles. And good work by the Eagles defensively to stop that promising attack. But just again, I think we talk about it, possession with purpose, right? And defensively, Anchor Bay has done a really good job here tonight of keeping the Eagles, and that's going to be possibly no yellow card. Okay, he's not going to give a card to that one.
Fans here clamoring for it as Jordan Klein on the tackle, but he's going to escape this one with no misconduct, and another free kick here for the Tars, coming in a little bit of a dangerous position, just about 30 yards out, and guessing this one will be placed. Hopefully he can try to land it somewhere between that penalty spot and that 6, create some havoc, force that goalkeeper to have to make a decision to come out or let his defenders clear the ball. And Anchor Bay here looking to try to extend this lead.
So here's an opportunity, a shot right at Boardman, and he'll come up with it.
Yeah, John, but to your point, possession is a good indicator of how the half can, or how a game can go, as far as way to dictate play and creating opportunities. But if you don't use that possession and use those created opportunities that are created and turn them into goals, put them up on the scoreboard, it doesn't mean anything. And you've seen tonight the way Anchor Bay fought through that first half defensively, withstood that pressure in those opening 40 minutes to say, hey, we're not going to let Eishenhower create a whole lot and score. And they kept themselves in the game. They gave themselves belief and turned into a goal.
Rodrigo plays this one up. Torello will come out. Ball was intended for Churko.
Good work again there from Tarala to be active off his line, recognize that ball getting played in from distance, quick off his line, and able to scoop that one up and keep it away from the Eagle attacker.
Now Puget plays it out wide on that far side. Then given away. Bakunas. Chene. I almost feel like you need to swing that one around here to this near side.
And they did such a good job of that in the first half of moving that ball across the back line. And now, they realize they're down a goal, right? So that pressure increases. And so sometimes you start to second guess those passes. And do I want to play a ball across my back line, knowing that if I don't complete that pass, it may turn into a goal, and now we're down 2. And sometimes players, especially young players, can have that doubt, and that can creep in. And those are moments that now Anchor Bay can use to their advantage to say, hey, let's keep putting pressure on those center backs and force them to have to make those tough decisions to play balls across our back line.
Demopoulos up this near side. That's Bingham, and he'll just turn it out of touch.
Unlucky there from Bingham as he made a good little run trying to break up this left side, but unfortunately takes a little bit too big of a touch out of bounds, and throw in here for the Tars.
If you're just joining us here, 1-0 is the score. The goal coming in the 51st minute off the foot of Garrett Puget for the Anchor Bay Tars, and that's where things stand. We do encourage you and ask you to subscribe to our network, the Michigan Soccer Network, bringing you soccer all across the state of Michigan from all different levels, from youth, high school, college, semi-professional, and more. Also head over to MichiganSoccerNetwork.com for more information about what we do, how we do it, why we do it, so on. So, yeah. It's getting cold in here, Steve. We should have dressed a little warmer.
I'm great. I think it was the hot Hunter sausages that had pregame and during the first half, and these gushers and.
wait, how were the Hunter? Were they good?
Phenomenal.
Are there any left or no?
Well, I only ate one pack.
Only one.
But I crushed the one pack.
Well, there we go. I don't know if I want to ruin my dinner though. Now at this point,
No, at this point it's no more snacks.
Do we know what's even out on this side of town? From a
Well,
restaurant standpoint?
there's plenty.
Yeah?
Just we got to go back one exit or two.
Okay.
We'll find something. I know there's a Buffalo Wild Wings.
You should ask Jacob. Jacob, what's a good place to eat out on this side of town? Anything like local, like not like Buffalo Wild Wing version. Anything like we can go like those little nice hole in the walls that that like have really good food and. Okay. Little Camille's. Didn't that catch fire last year? I thought one of those caught fire, like burned to the ground. Not recently. This is Demopolis. We'll put this up and over. Jacob here done a fantastic job here for Anchor Bay. I'm not quite sure what his title is, but he's done a fantastic job.
Superstar.
Superstar? Yeah, superstar.
That's what we're going to go with.
He very welcoming when I came in my GoPro on my forehead today. Didn't even flinch. It was, and
I'm not sure I would have flinched either. I just
he's in charge of social media and the scoreboard as well as doing everything. He's probably a man of wearing multiple hats here at Anchor Bay High School. This is true, he says. It's a beautiful facility. They've got 2 press boxes, which is that was a good pullback on that tackle. That was Halansky who came in and he pulled back. Thank goodness if he didn't, that'd been a yellow card.
Maybe.
That's true. Klein. He was looking for Heisa broken up by Bingham. Look at this. Pouget will bring it down. Pouget 3v1. 1v3. He'll play this one back.
Good composure there, realizing he didn't have numbers. He didn't have his teammates there to support him. Just keep the ball, keep possession. At this point, you want to get another goal, but at the same time, the most important thing is keeping that ball and letting that clock tick off more and more time, and don't give up any more opportunities to Eishenhower.
So we got some comments coming in here now. These are good. So this one says, everything sounds great. There's Steve. Eagles Bar and Grill on 23 Mile Road, just west of I-94.
Sounds good.
Eagles Bar and Grill. I went to Stingers last week after the Catholic Central matchup. Oh, look at this opportunity. This is Federico. Oh, good defensive play once again by Landa. Coming over and stopping that promising attack. He's been doing that all game, Steve.
Yeah, great defensive work here and on this play. It required him to be very accurate in his timing and making that tackle, because if he does miss time it, it's a penalty and an opportunity for Eishenhower to potentially tie the game. So he's got to get the timing right on it, and he does, and he's been doing it all night tonight defensively for the Tars.
So we're making our way to a place called Eagles Bar and Grill. I'm all about that. Look at that. Heisa will go down, as well as Bingham, but the foul will be called on Heisa. That moon continues to shine bright off in the distance. This ball played in. It's intended there for Halinsky. Him and Cheney will tie up a little bit. Heisa right there. And now Jordan Klein wins this one and plays it up to Federico. Good play from Lemaire. Oh, and here comes an opportunity for the Tars. A shot from distance in between Boardman, and it will go out for a corner.
It's a much more difficult save than people will imagine at home. It caught him on the in-between bounce, and he's lucky to just parry it to the side and in around the goal for a corner kick. But another dangerous effort there from the Tars as a shot from distance is on frame again, and forcing Boardman to have to come up with another big save here to keep his team in it and give them a chance here still with just over 15 to go.
So Supreme Bart said Eishenhower needs to put in Travis Johnson. This ball is played in. Boardman goes up, and I was actually headed there by number 13, Kunas. The ball put back in the mix, cleared away by Chene. So now we're going to see Demopoulos try to keep this one on, and he does. Gives it right back to the Tars.
Well, if we had a Travis Johnson on our roster, there he is, number 5.
There you go. Yeah. Travis Johnson, the senior. Well, maybe
a late game appearance, a managerial sub for a late game tying game goal. You never know.
There you go. This ball goes to Federico, and he's met by contact. Heisa right there. Klein puts this one in, and Torello will come out to collect. You know, we did look into, miking up a referee as well as a coach or a member of coaching staff, but we were told it's not something we can do. I think it'd be great content, for any broadcast.
Maybe in the future.
It's in the rules, unfortunately.
We'll find a scrimmage or something. And
for sure.
Make it happen.
There's Demopoulos inside the 18, looking for Heisa. He's got him. Heisa just oversteps the ball, and now here comes Helinski and the Tars. Scott Pouget in the middle of the park. There's not enough pace. This Klein will play that back to Chene, and now here come the Eagles with 15 to play. Down 1-0. That's a ball played up.
Could have been dangerous there if that bounce had not
died down.
Been as normal. Yeah, sometimes you see the ball hit the turf and take an extremely high bounce every once in a while, and that one might have cut the goalkeeper had that happen, but Boardman had it secured. And again, defensive play here from both sides has been good all night. Both goalkeepers have been good and active off their lines. Not much of a chance for Boardman on the goal from Pouget's. He came out challenging, just a really good finish. Credit to Garrett Pouget, who had a good finish, got the ball in on goal, and Anchor Bay hasn't had as many opportunities on goal, especially in that first half, but in the second half they've been the better side, have created more opportunities, and find themselves here just 13 minutes away from capturing this MAC Red title for a third year in a row.
Boardman plays it off to Chene, and now Heisa has it here on this near side. Oh, it's a good move. Demopoulos, he'll lose it, but maybe get it back. He does. Oh, shot blocked. Federico will take a one-time shot, and that'll go wide.
You won't see the Tars rushing to put this ball back into play. Is starting to creep towards that point in this game. Just 13 minutes to go here. Every second ticking off that clock. Tars will be looking to try to take advantage and let as much time as possible tick off, as Eishenhower's going to have to really press, going to have to start throwing numbers forward. And if Anchor Bay can be good defensively, possibly catch them on the counter, they can maybe find a way to seal this thing up with a second goal. But for now, they will try to defend and see out this 1-0 game.
That they will is good defensive play, but they're going to call that a foul, it seems like. The flag goes up.
Much better view down there than I had here from it. Not sure. I think he probably just clips the back of his heel or just gets a little bit of his leg. And Anchor Bay will get a free kick here. Another free kick at right about 30 yards out. And looks like number 14, Gavin Lemire, will stand over the ball.
So this ball will be played in by Lemire. Out comes Boardman, and he'll, instead of punching it, will just go up and grab it. Nothing there.
I know all the parents will want something there, but
that was Braylon Humes. Now Klein.
Really watching that back, not much there. As soon as Boardman comes down with the ball, a little bit more contact with the Anchor Bay attacker there, but nothing there warranting any kind of misconduct or foul.
Heisa plays it out wide. Ball cut back and put on the turf. Top of the 18. Now Heisa at top of the 18 with a shot. That goes up and over.
Not a bad look there. Maybe one of their best looks of this second half as Heisa gets that ball onto a half volley onto his right foot, and he just sails it over top of the crossbar, out for a goal kick.
Terrell will put this one back in with just under 11 to play here in this second half.
More calls for Travis Johnson in the chat. Maybe they should talk to the
Game
coach.
would be a different story. I don't know. I don't know how one player makes a tremendous impact. We've talked about this many times before, and we've talked about this with the UPSL games we've covered, and how important. Yeah, there are players that are really important, but unless he is like Lionel Messi, I don't know how one player makes an impact in this game. And nothing against the player. I can't speak to what I don't know, but if am I wrong, Steve, for saying that? I mean, one player making it. I mean, can he make a difference in
of course,
in 1v1 scenarios? Of course he can, but change the whole game. That's I don't know. This ball is played in from Klein. Now here's Klein, top of the 18. Klein, it goes up and through the uprights.
Yeah, of course, there's always impact players and players that can come on and make a difference. And, that's why these games are big games, and big game players will step up. And so far, the biggest, game breaker tonight has been Garrett Pouget, who found that breakthrough in the 50th minute, the go-ahead goal. And both goalkeepers tonight, to be fair, have been on top of their game. Both back lines have been very solid. So it would take a lot for anybody to be, a real difference maker and to change the whole game here tonight. But both teams are doing their best here with 9 minutes still to play.
That's a good win by Bingham, and they'll play this up to this near side. Travis Johnson is the best player in the Eishenhower franchise.
Guess we have some Travis Johnson friends out there, friends and family. He needs his own supporter group, I guess.
That he does. His client will look to play this one far post. Out comes Torella, and he's met by contact. And that was Ventimiglia that came in, but Torella comes away with the ball. I know the people that didn't look good, but he was going for the ball, both players. Out comes Torella, wins the ball. He's okay. We play on.
Yeah, it's a great ball played in by Klein, and he goes in and really he almost makes contact more with his own defender there before the attacker from Ike watching him back. It may look not the prettiest, but I really don't think there's much there, if anything, for a foul.
Klein keeps putting balls inside the box. Now Heisa just misses it wide.
Another great opportunity for the Eagles. They've come to life here in this last 15 minutes or so, creating some more opportunities in on goal, forcing Connor Torella to have to come up with some big saves, or for that one right there, just hoping that one goes wide, and it does, as the Tars now just 7.5 minutes away from capturing that MAC Red title, but they're going to be in for a lot of defending here in these remaining 7 minutes, John.
That they will, as that clock will be the slowest clock on earth for the Tars and the quickest clock on earth for the Eagles. Kind of how that works. That's Crammons on that far side. Good win there by Kyle Zelasco, and he'll clear it out. Just trying to figure out how serious this whole Travis Johnson thing is. It's
probably best not to try to figure it out.
This ball, that's Bingham. Play it here to this near side. That's Malehak. Lemaire for the Tars. That's Klein to defend. Lemaire now will fire a one. That will go wide, but they're going to call that a corner, I believe.
At this point here, to be fair, I think Anchor Bay really needs to start trying to find ways to kill the clock. I'm not always a huge fan of the play the ball to the corner and defend, but when you're talking about winning a championship and a league title and you're defending a 1-goal lead with 6 to go, you got to let every second tick off that you can. So to be fair, I would not be even playing this ball in the box, John. I'd be playing it short. I'd be shielding the ball as best I could.
Boardman. Well, they're going to collect. It goes right to Pouget, who will take a shot. It'll be blocked by Klein.
Just keep the ball if you're Anchor Bay here. they're trying to force the ball back into the box too much here. And
a good pullback as this shot's fired, and that's a diving save from Boardman with 6 to play.
The clock is their biggest enemy right now, and trying to take shots on goal is just going to end up giving Ike the ball back with a chance here to counter and then go the other way.
Demopoulos put that one inside, and then one by the Tars. They'll play this one. It's a good ball into Pouget.
Good weighted ball there from the Tars as Pouget. No need to play that ball there. You're talking about a 1v2 with your own teammate going in. Just take that ball to the corner, take off another 30 seconds or so, and force Eishenhower to have to defend. But, you're making it too easy if you're just going to put shots in or misplaced passes and give them opportunities to come back.
Look at this. Lemaire, saved by Boardman. Back to Lemaire. Rebound will go off Boardman and out for a corner.
Coming up on 5 minutes exactly to go here in this second half. 5 minutes away from a third consecutive MAC Red title for the Tars of Anchor Bay.
Not sure if that's because they're cold or because they want to make noise. Probably both. It's a little colder up north here, Steve.
Not too bad.
This ball is played in. Oh, Bingham goes up, gets ahead. Now Boardman will go up uncontested.
For those asking, yes, this game is for something. The final game of the regular season. These two teams happen to be atop the table, tied at 20 points. So if either team can come away victorious here, they will take away the MAC Red title. If this game ends in a tie, they will be crowned co-champions.
We are told the trophy is on the field for a celebration at the end. No, there's no trophy at the end. No.
Who told you that?
I always got my trophy at the end of the season coaches meeting.
Participation trophy
no,
or what?
We won the league title.
Oh,
I won twice, and I was coach at Birmingham Groves. Here comes, this is Lemaire. Met by a wall of defenders for the Eagles. Exciting times here at Anchor Bay with 3.5 to go.
Oh, there's going to be a foul, and
it's fans here are going to get a little upset about that.
Not that they're upset with that foul as much as they were upset that a foul wasn't called on the other end on their guy. And to be fair, I think there may have been some argument for a foul down on the other end, but referee doesn't make the decision, and now the Tars got to sit in and defend. Coming up here on 3 minutes to play.
So Klein will take this free kick. 3-man wall for Anchor Bay. Torella near his goal line. This ball's played in by Klein. Going to bounce up, and now Churko. That might actually go out for a corner, and it does.
Corner kick and a dangerous opportunity here for the Eagles. Not going to be too many chances left, and they're going to have a chance here to throw numbers in the box. Looks like the goalkeeper coming all the way down. Maybe a bit too early, John?
Yeah, maybe. Boardman's going to go up at 2.5 to play. Why not? Boardman might get a head on it. As this ball kind of bounces around. Now he's got to make a 70-yard run down the pitch.
That's a no value. Won't be under too much pressure. He might even take the throw in here, but interesting tactic to throw your goalkeeper up that early. Maybe under a minute I can totally see it, but you never know.
Look at this ball, and that's going to go right into Torella's arms. That was Klein with 2 minutes to play. Final game of the regular season for both these teams. And if this scoreline stays the way it is, Anchor Bay Tars will get their third consecutive MAC Red title. Zelasco cuts it back. Good move from Zelasco. Finds Chene. He'll take a shot low and right into the arms of Torella.
Torella will definitely take his time here and use up all 6 of those seconds before he gets his punt off. Just under 90 seconds to play.
Oh, good. Settled down there by Pouget. Just needs to put this one in the corner. This ball will be played back to Boardman. This game's going to end here in exciting fashion.
Well, I'm sure Coach Nathan Williams will have a word with his team if they can survive this and on how to better close out a game. Too many times here in these last few minutes with an opportunity to kill 20, 30 seconds off the clock, and too many times they've tried to go towards goal, and those turnovers have led to quick possession changes and opportunities for the Eagles. But they're holding on here with just under a minute to go. Only an opportunity left here for the Eagles.
Klein will look to put this one in the box. On. Here come the Tars. This is Lemaire. Lemaire cuts it inside, and Klein. They're gonna want a lot of different things there, but not much there. With 20 seconds to go.
Sometimes it's better not to say much at all if
That's right,
the things you hear in the crowd.
7 seconds to go. Your Anchor Bay Tars are your 2022 MAC Red champions for the 3rd consecutive year, Steve.
Yeah, and they showed why in their resilience here tonight. They were able to withstand for the first half, first 40 minutes of defensive soccer to sit in and have to defend and take all the punches being thrown by Ike. But they found a way in the second half to then flip that script, get a little bit more on the offensive side of the foot, create some opportunities. They finally found that breakthrough in the 50th minute coming off the foot of Garrett Pouget, and his go-ahead goal proved to be the game winner. A good back-and-forth matchup. Obviously, two teams that are very talented could make deep runs in the tournament if they don't see each other before that. But it'll be interesting to see how far both these programs can go.
I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, again, you just think about this, and I know in the comments, hey, Ike was a better team tonight. It doesn't matter how much better a team is. It's what matters is execution, opportunity creation that ends in with the result in a goal. Hey, tonight, Ike had we would consider to be a lot of opportunities here to score goals. Another side of it, Anchor Bay did not have as many, but the one that mattered went in, and they came away with the championship here tonight.
Yeah, and they did create more chances in the second half, I think, as they kind of started to get settled into the game a little bit, kind of, make those halftime adjustments. So credit to Coach Williams and his staff as he got the boys playing the right way in the second half, and they found that breakthrough goal. And it doesn't matter how pretty it is. It doesn't matter how it looks on tape or how it sounds. The ball went in the back of the net. They'll take away the 1-0 victory, and they'll walk away tonight league champs.
Well, that they will, and we're not going to go anywhere quite yet. Just we're gonna go ahead and take a step aside here for a moment. We might be able to try and get some players up here from Anchor Bay to talk about this championship match and what it means to the school. But the final score here, 1-0 in favor of Anchor Bay over Utica Eishenhower on this Monday night. We'll be back on their side of the break.
I'm a husband. I'm a father.
I'm a sister.
I'm a son. I'm a brother.
I'm a daughter. I'm a sister. I'm a referee.
I'm a referee.
I am a referee.
I'm a referee.
like to do it before we go out on the weekend.
We do.
We do it every week.
Whether we need to or not.
We did it today.
It was really dirty.
My parents do it every day.
Hey, kiddo!
Do it every day with the Unlimited Club only at Jack's Car Wash. Protect your car from the hot summer sun, dust, dirt, and contaminants all summer long with the Jack's Unlimited Club.
Join today, starting at just $24.99 a month.
Their first ball. Their first uniform. Their first number. Their first teammate. Their first goal. Their first coach. We take great care in making sure their first isn't their last. We're so much more than a soccer class. Come play with us today at kickstarttoddlersoccer.com.
In life, things aren't scripted.
If you're an athlete, we need people like you and translate those skills to officiating.
You can get a lot out of it.
It happens in every town, in every game.
We never have a perfect game, but the rewards always outweigh the negativities.
Granite City Food and Brewery has 2 Michigan locations in Troy and Northville. Serves made-from-scratch food, brews in-house beer, and even has brunch every Sunday from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. To learn more about their daily specials or to book a private party, visit gcfb.com. Make sure you head over to Granite City in Northville at the corner of 7 Mile and Haggerty, or the Troy location at 16 Mile and I-75.
I watch soccer on the Michigan Soccer Network.
I watch soccer on Michigan Soccer Network.
لا تنسون تتابعونا على الميشيغان سوكر نتورك.
I watch soccer on Michigan Soccer Network.
I like to watch soccer on Michigan Soccer Network.
I watch soccer on Michigan Soccer Network.
Me gusta mirar fútbol en Michigan Soccer Network.
I watch soccer on Michigan Soccer Network.
I love watching soccer on the Michigan Soccer Network.
Welcome back here into Anchor Bay High School, where we just finished a really good matchup here on this Monday evening. It was 1-0 the final score, Steve, and I don't know what to say, man. What a great matchup, a great way to finish the Mac Red season.
Yeah, I couldn't have asked for a better finale, to be fair. I think, maybe what we lacked in goals, we got in good tactical play, 2 well set up teams, 2 teams that were well prepared coming into this match. Sometimes those aren't always the big firework games, a 1-0 game, but at the same time, I think both teams were really good defensively, and that provided a lot in that first half for us to kind of, see how teams could try to figure each other out. And then Anchor Bay, with the ultimate breakthrough in the 50th minute with Garrett Pouget, a slip ball in, he gets the ball in onto his left foot and able to bury it and give his team the Mac Red title.
Yeah, their third consecutive Mac Red title here in the last 3 years. We talk about, in the pregame, we talked about how these two teams combined for 5 in the last 10 years. Now it's 6 in the last 10 years. So it's really, really cool to be a part of this Mac Red. We covered a lot of Mac games this season. We saw Anchor Bay against Sterling Heights Stevenson here back about a month ago, and we saw this matchup here today. So it was a really, really good season for us here in covering the Mac Red.
Yeah, an exciting finish, and like we were talking about in the broadcast, it's sometimes it's poetic the way that the randomizer of the schedule happens, and two teams at the top of the table meet in the last game of the season, and that's what we had here tonight, and we couldn't have asked for anything better. Two teams that fought hard, but ultimately both these teams will move on from this game as Anchor Bay will gladly celebrate the championship, but at the same time now the focus moves on to the district. And same thing for Eishenhower, an opportunity to continue and go on a state championship run. And both these teams definitely, they may be unranked as far as a coach's poll, but you and I both know all it takes is a good 6 or 7 game run, and two teams that defensively showed tonight that they can probably compete with anybody that we've seen throughout this fall high school season.
Yeah, Anchor Bay did a fantastic job defensively, keeping the Eagles off the board. And then you think about the Eagles. I mean, they really, for the better part of, 79 minutes or so, they did a pretty good job of keeping Anchor Bay, off the board as well. It was that one mistake that took place, in the 51st minute off of Garrett Pouget, a great ball over the top and a counterattack, and Pouget was able to bury that behind the goalkeeper Boardman, and that's where this game finished. And again, coming up here on a Wednesday, these two teams will be playing in their district matchup at 4 o'clock. They'll be Eishenhower will take on Stony Creek, and then you'll see Macomb Lance Cruz North will be taking on the Anchor Bay Tars. I believe that game will be taking place here at 6 p.m. on Wednesday. So, but yeah, a good matchup nonetheless, Steve, and we're looking forward here now to the playoffs. We'll be covering the Birmingham Groves as they go into Athens on Wednesday evening at 7 p.m. I'm watching two kids roll across the turf in front of me, like getting these little cool winter.
Is that a bit of a mixed emotions for you that your former high school and the former high school you coached? Not that us as broadcasters have rooting interest, John, but that one's going to have to be a little bit tugging at both sides of your heart there watching that one.
Well, yeah. I for those who don't know, I coached at Birmingham Groves for 5 years. Was a part of a couple different league titles. That's why I was saying winning. We never had a trophy, but it was nonetheless still exciting to win that game. And when you win on the last night of the season, that makes it even more special, right? Which winning it that way. And I'll never forget those moments. And then, hey, I was at Athens. I won a state championship at Athens back in 1997. Been a part of these matchups. So I know what it's like to be on both sides of that as a player and then as a coach. I think bittersweet might be the right word. The right word to use. Who am I rooting for? I'm rooting for the broadcast.
No audio problems,
no audio issues, or anything like that. But hey, nonetheless, we appreciate you joining us here tonight and watching this matchup. If it's your first time joining us, hit that subscribe button, hit the bell. That way you're notified every time we go live or add new content. We add content every single day. We will be putting together a highlight reel of saves and goals. Only one goal as far as the highlight reel will be concerned, but all the saves and things that happen during the course of this match will be available here tomorrow morning on our channel. And we'll see you on Wednesday night for more soccer here on the network.
Yeah, sounds good, John. And thanks for joining, everybody, and everybody have a good night.
That we will, as we'll add in some nice music on the way out, as we always do. And we'll add that up and roll that in. There it is. There it is. We're just going to roll that in, right? We like to roll that sound in. What a great game it was here tonight out at Anchor Bay. 33-mile drive for me, 47-mile drive for Steve. I can't speak for Sam Fisher, our camera operator tonight. He did a fantastic job, as he always does. For Steve Besk, my name's Jonathan Turner. Thanks for stopping by and joining us here tonight. We want to thank you once again. Have a great rest of your evening and an even better tomorrow.